guys, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new, make sure you hit that subscribe button and let's get right into this video. So today I wanted to do something a little crazy. So I really been wanting to do some extra long stiletto nails, and I have these really nice, well actually I only used them once and I just tested them out, so I actually don't know if they're really nice, but when I did try it out that one time they looked really cool. So I actually have used these stiletto nail tips, but I just totally forgot. I used them last Halloween for these skeleton nails. I knew while I was doing the nail set that it felt familiar using them, but I just thought I was crazy and I just could not think of a set that I did with them, so therefore I thought I never used them. But anyway, if I ever say that I never used the nail tips before, I did. And as you can see, I have this nail set on. I did this on a live stream. If you guys missed it, you should definitely watch. It was a fun set to do, but I thought you guys might like to see me take them off. So I put a peel off base coat on them, and this is the one I use. And then this is the like activator thing that basically makes them pop off. So I'm just gonna put some at the cuticle area, and then I'm gonna take a cuticle stick, try and basically peel this up. Once you see a little bit of lifting, that's when it's good to like go back in with the activator. Okay, and that's my nails all cleaned up. I just wiped off all the excess gel remover. So for these stilettos, this is currently what I mean by extra long stilettos. Did I say extra long? I don't know. These are like extra long. That's what I want. But the only thing with these nail tips is they're a bit funny shaped. As you can see, they're super crazy C-curve. And they do fit on my nail, but the only thing is that when I press them down, these sides poke out, so I have to like trim the sides is kind of the only thing. Yeah, so they're just like kind of oddly shaped, but I think we can get over that. So let's go ahead and do some nail prep because my nails definitely need them. So I'm gonna start by pushing back the cuticles. Now I'm just going to slightly trim some of the cuticles. I don't think they all need it because I just recently kind of did my nails. Okay, now I'm going to file over the nails very gently. Okay, once we did this little prep, I'm gonna put on a peel off base coat now. Unfortunately, I can't keep these on that long, but at least with this peel off base coat, I can kind of enjoy the nails for however long until I need to take them off again. So that's why I really like this peel off base coat, because when I did the DIY version, like they would basically just pop off the next day and it felt like you couldn't do anything because of how easily they can pop off. But with this, like they're just stuck on there until you want them off. Okay, so now we're gonna glue on the tips. Also, with this nail light, a couple of you actually commented that it does have a 60-second mode, and I tried it and it does work. You just have to hold the on button for a little longer and then it makes it 60 seconds. So thank you to whoever said that. So I'm gonna glue these on with some base coat. I don't think nail glue would work for these honestly because of how hard I have to stick them down for them to fit the nail. Uh-oh. I kind of wish it was automatic, but you know, I chose the one with the button. And this is what we got. So as you can see, it's very oddly shaped, in my opinion. I just feel like this is, I don't know, did it have to be this shape? I don't really know, but and as you can see, you know, had a little bit of trouble to glue it down, but it's okay. Okay, I just filled in that little gap. Ooh, I haven't had extra long stilettos in so long. I'm so excited. So let's continue gluing these on. Okay, so these are the tips. Like I said, when I did try them that one time, they did look really nice. It's just a bit of a weird shape. I'm sure once we put the polygel on, like, they'll look a bit more normal. But doesn't this have like the perfect sharp stiletto shape? I love them. Okay, so for shaping these, first thing I need to do is trim off the excess little tips here. Okay, once those extra bits are trimmed off, just gonna try and straighten out those sides a little bit. I would blend this part in a little bit more, but because I have the peel off base coat, I don't want to really disrupt that. So I'm just gonna leave it. And then for the tip, this kind of will come in more when I have the polygel on there. The only thing that annoys me is this pinky nail. Why is the pinky nail always shorter? So what I might do is trim these all down to the pinky nail length, actually. And then more of this shape will come when I put on the polygel. Because even though I'm shaping this now, when I put on the polygel near the tip, it's still not going to be that sharp looking. So the sharpness has to come after the fact. And then the thumbnail, of course. Look how long this one is. This is how I measure the thumbnail. I just take the pinky nail and just kind of align it to here, and then just kind of trim off that much. Uh-oh, we have some peeling. That is also a risk factor with these types of nail tips. All right, I'm not even gonna do too much. I'm gonna put some peel off base coat back at the tip just to make sure it'll peel up. Cure that. And then I'm just gonna glue the tip back on. Okay, that's good for the thumbnail. I'm not gonna do too much to it. I'll just have to do most of the shaping after the polygel. And now we have a thumbnail that actually is a more reasonable length to fit with the rest of these unreasonably long nails. So once we're at this step, I'm going to file over the surface of the nail tips to give them some texture so that way all the gel can stick to it better. So I currently have some weird lighting going on because my window's open and I never open my window when I'm filming, but my kitten is currently sleeping at the window with the window open. But I do have some cool lighting if I can move out of the way. Ooh, never before seen different lighting. Anyway, just thought that was cool. It's not gonna last long, you know, the sun's going down right now. Now I'm going to add on a layer of base coat over all the nails. Okay, so here's the design we're going to be doing today. I just really liked how kind of simple it was, and I felt like it would look really cool on some stiletto nails. And also, I just wanted to switch up the polygel colors we would use as a base because I do always use that light pink nude polygel as the base of the nail, so I just want to do something different. So I have some options. Now, we might be shocked by this selection right here, Gershon polygel. I do not know what happened to Gershon. All of a sudden, they just don't do polygel anymore. But I actually liked Gershon polygel. So this is really old, but I felt like in the inspiration picture, the white wasn't such a bright white. So I wanted to find something a little more like a milky white. And I think these two are the only ones I could find. So this is the Gershon one. I don't know. I just feel like it's a good, okay, it's not milky white. These colors aren't milky white. I'm just saying like not such a bright white. This could be a good option, but I don't know if I want to use Gershon. It might be too old. Can polygel get too old? I don't know. And then this is the other color I have. It's called Glow from Macart, but I don't really know what the difference between this and the white polygel they have is. But let's compare. Here's the white polygel from a cart. Can you kind of tell a difference? Like this one is really bright white and this one's just a little bit more toned down. So we're gonna go with this one today. For the base of all these nails, we're just doing this white polygel. I'm hoping this tube has enough for these nails, but I'm gonna guess so because I don't really have to make these too thick. As you can see, the tip of the nail is just thick already. So I'm gonna try and do a really thin layer of this. I don't even have all my supplies ready to go. Okay, yeah, I feel like this is a good color. It's just slightly not as bright as the regular white, which is, I feel like, what we want for this set. So I'm just gonna push this polygel towards the cuticle area, kind of thin it out a little bit, and then just tap it into place around the cuticle. Also, for these nail tips, I cannot remember where I got them from. I'm thinking I might have got them from Amazon. I'll have to go look because like I don't really know where else I would get these. I did not get these from my normal nail tip website. These have to be from Amazon. This polygel is like really thick, probably because I haven't used it in a while. As you can see, we do not really have to do much work to make these nails look thick. The nail tip has just such a C-curved shape going on. Okay, so I think this is looking good. The only thing, the polygel is having trouble staying in the center because of how thick the tip is. So I think I'm just gonna cure this and go back with a really small, thinner layer on top of everything again. But it's a really nice shape. I love the stiletto shape. Okay, so I put on the second layer. The nail is thick, I will say, but I don't really mind if the nail's a bit thicker. You know, these are extra long, so like a little bit extra thickness, I don't mind it. But you know, I did have to put on that second layer because it just was not covering the tip part. I'm gonna go ahead and cure this other layer. The shape is just my favorite thing because sometimes if I use square nail tips to make the stiletto shape, sometimes I just can't get the shape that good. So when I use, you know, pre-made stiletto tips, especially like these ones that are just perfect, it just makes everything so much easier. Let's keep going and do the rest of the nails. I'm gonna see if I can put more polygel on the next nails so that way I don't have to do the second layer. I just probably didn't put enough on the first nail. Doesn't it just feel so nice to be using a different color for a change? And this white color is really nice. I don't know if you could tell or if you could see the difference because now that I'm editing the video, I feel like you couldn't really see a difference between the two white colors, but I swear there's a difference. Okay, this one is just slightly more toned down. It doesn't have that like paper whiteness to it. But honestly, if you didn't have a slightly toned down white color, just go ahead and use the regular white color. I don't think it's that important, but it was really nice to just use a different color because I tend to stick to what I'm comfortable with, and my nude polygel is a safe color. I just know that it's reliable, so I just always use it for every base. And I guess I pick a lot of nail sets that need that light pink base as well. So I'm trying to switch it up and just be more colorful, you know, use different things. Like, did you see me even pull out the Gershon polygel? Come on, I'm trying to use different things. I also have a huge drawer of polygels that I don't really use often, so I went digging through that drawer and I honestly have a lot of cool colors in there that I really need to use. So I'm gonna be trying to find more colorful nail sets in the future, so that way we're just not always using same polygel, same color. I also have other really good nude colors from other brands that I should be using as well, but you know, like I said, I just stick to what I'm comfortable with. And also this color was kind of hard to work with. I don't know if it was just because it's a little bit old and I haven't used this color in so long that it was just like really thick and just kind of hard to move around, or if it's because it's the white color specifically that's making it just really stiff. And it's like the nails are so long, so it's really hard to put a lot of pressure at the tip of the nail because there's no support at the tip of the nail, so it's just like hard to press the polygel down. So applying this polygel did take me a little bit of extra time just because of the consistency. I don't know why it was so thick. Okay, so we have all the polygel on now. The only thing is the ring finger is much longer than the rest. I didn't shape it down as much, I guess. But now I just have my McCart dust collector and a hand file, and I'm gonna get reshaping these nails. So for shaping these nails, the whole goal was to make these really sharp. Like, I wanted these to be so pointy, and I feel like in the past when I've done stilettos, like, I just kind of give up. Like, I don't really make them that sharp, but this time I was like, no, I want these to be really pointy. I'm focusing a lot at the tip of the nail. It kind of feels wrong to file the nail so inward, but it's stiletto nail shape, you gotta do that. So I was trying to get over that and just shape the tip of the nail. And another thing I was nervous for was making the nails lopsided, so that's why I was kind of holding back a little bit too. So then after I shape them, I'm going in with a drill bit and I'm filing around the cuticle areas. A couple of you guys asked me if I just skip this step or if I don't show it, or like what happens to this step. So most of the time I don't do this part. I just don't feel the need to file around the cuticle areas with a drill bit. I just feel like I do that already with the hand file, but honestly you really should. Like, it's the best way to seal the cuticle areas. So when I feel like it, I do them for some nail sets, but most of the time I just don't. But you should. Okay, you definitely should seal the cuticle areas with the nail drill. Alright, so here's what we got so far for the nails. They're all shaped up. So now we're gonna get started on this nail design. So for this design, we're first gonna start off with all the nails having a pink aura in the center. So to do aura nail art, you're gonna need a matte top coat. So I'm just going to paint on a layer of this on all the nails. Okay, so around this point of the video, I was definitely getting tired of talking while I was actually filming the nail set, so the rest of the video is going to be finished with a voiceover. I don't know if you guys see this pattern in a lot of my videos, but like, I will talk during the first half of filming the nails, but once I get to the second half of the nails, like usually around the nail art part, that's when I just stop talking. I just either get tired or I get too focused on the nail art, usually both. Like, it gets late into the night as I'm doing these, so I'm just tired and I just want to finish the nails, so I focus a little too hard and I just stopped talking. But anyway, besides the video technicalities, we're doing aura. So for the aura, like I said, you have to put on a matte top coat layer on the nails, and this is going to give the nails some texture so that way the aura powder can stick to the nails. And I'm using this aura gradient nail pigment palette, and I got it from Shein, and it's really good. It just doesn't have a lot of the colors that you need. Like, it doesn't even have yellow. Like, that's a primary color. Like, why doesn't it have yellow? I don't know. And then I do have another eyeshadow palette. You can see it at the top of the screen. This eyeshadow palette is a little bit too strong sometimes. It just puts on too much pigment, and I felt like the pink colors that eyeshadow palette has, the shades are just a little too dark pink, and then when I go to tap it on the nail, I just feel like the color just becomes too dark. So with the Shein palette, the pigments just go on much lighter. To make the pink color, I'm just mixing in the red and the white pigment, but honestly mostly just using the red because the base is white, so like that red powder mixes with the white background, it creates pink, you get it. So I start off in the center of the nail, I just tap on the pigments, and then I just slowly blend it out to make the rounded aura effect. So once I have all the auras looking how I want them to be, we're moving on to the next step of the nail art. So I kind of added this step because I felt like I just wanted to add something extra to the nails. So I'm adding on a layer of top coat, and I'm using this Iridescent Chrome shimmers. I don't know what to call them really, but they just add a nice shine and colorful reflectiveness to the nails. So I did two options. Option one kind of made the white base turn blue, and I didn't really like that, but it did have a nice pink shimmer to it. And then option 2 kept the white looking regular white, but the shimmer was more purple. So I kind of had to sacrifice the pink shimmer because I didn't like how it turned the white blue. So I went with option 2. So I'm just painting on a layer of top coat to all of the nails, and then I cure that in the nail lamp fully and then rub on the chrome powders. It's like if you have a chance to add some type of glitter or like iridescent shimmer to your nails, like wouldn't you do it? Like it's kind of hard to resist adding stuff like this. So I was gonna initially first add glitter onto the nails, but I decided against that because I was gonna use a glitter polygel, but my nails were already too thick, so I had to leave the glitter out. So instead, next best option is to do the chrome. So now we're gonna get into the 3D nail art. So I'm using some rhinestone glue, putting some on my mixing plate, and then I'm using a nail art brush to paint the 3D art on. I just kind of make sure there's a nice amount of rhinestone glue on my nail art brush, and then I just swipe it on the nail, and you just want to make sure that it starts off kind of thick, and then when you drag it, it gets thinner for this type of 3D nail art that we're doing. And then once the 3D lines are done, I'm using the rhinestone glue to add some droplets on the nails. And I just get a glob of rhinestone glue at the tip of my brush and then tap it onto the nail and then kind of just wait until there's a good amount of gel to make the bead shape. Another way you can do this is just directly put a dot of rhinestone glue from the bottle onto your nails. But I just feel like I have more control when I use a nail art brush. Okay, so we kind of had to switch up the plans for this nail design. Basically, everything changed once I added on the iridescent shimmer. For this middle finger, it's supposed to have a pink bow charm on it, but it just doesn't fit anymore now that we added the chrome. Like, the chrome kind of gave the nails a tropical, beachy vacation vibe. So that's why we had to make the nail art match the vibes now. So we're going to use this sculpting gel and we're going to make a 3D sculpted flower. So I'm just going to take some and roll out little beads for the petals. I thought I was going to do 5, but obviously after looking at my nail again, I definitely cannot fit 5 petals on this nail. So I just went with the 4-petal flower shape. So this was my first attempt. I kind of messed with this for a little bit. I really didn't know what I was doing. I did not have an inspiration picture. I was looking for specific flower design. I know there is inspiration out there, but I just could not find it in the moment, so I just had to go based off of memory of what I've seen in the past. And the whole idea is to make this flower look really organic and just very ruffly, so that's what I was trying to do with this first attempt. And at this point, now that I'm editing it and looking back on it, I actually really like this first attempt, but I just did not get it in the moment. I didn't see the vision, so I ended up unfortunately scraping this flower up, but I did really like it now that I'm looking at it. So attempt number 2, I decided to make the flower a little bit different. I used 2 bigger beads for the top and bottom petal. On the sides, I made the beads much smaller, but in the future, I would not make the side beads that small because I feel like those petals kind of just got lost because of how small they were, so I wouldn't make them that small next time. And once again, I just messed with the gel until it looked flower shaped and kind of looked how I imagined. So once I got the gel looking how I wanted, I just add a bit of dark pink gel polish in the center of the flower just to give it some more dimension. Now we're going to move on to the nail charms and all the extra nail decorations we're going to add. So in the middle of the flower, I'm using these clear pearls, and I thought they went really well with the nail design because, you know, we have those clear rhinestone glue droplet things. So I put that for the center of the flower, and then on the rest of the nails, I just added little pearls and more of those clear beads randomly on each of the nails. As I was adding on all these pearls, the nail design was really coming together, and like it just really reminded me of like vacation beachy, like reminded me of the ocean because of the pearls and the 3D art. Like, you guys see it too, right? You guys get the like vacation beachy vibes from these, right? And once all the nail decoration's on, we're gonna add on a layer of top coat to all the nails, just top coating over everything, the pearls, the 3D art, literally everything. And now we're going to add on some cuticle oil. And here are how the nails turned out. Let me know what you guys think of this nail set in the comments. Oh my gosh, I feel like this nail set turned out so cute. I feel like it turned out much different from the inspiration picture. The inspiration picture, I feel like it's more coquette style, like with the pink bow and everything. But I'm telling you, after I added on the chrome to these nails, it just completely changed everything. Like, the bow didn't fit anymore. So that's why I went with the 3D flower nail art route, which I really love. Like, I wasn't really expecting to do like another summer type of nail set today, but I'm really happy with what I ended up with this nail set. So first of all, I love the extra long stiletto nail shape. I really love stiletto nails. I know I don't do them that often, but I do really love stiletto nails. They're just so cool. They make me feel like a whole different person. I like that we got to use a different base color rather than our normal pink polygel we always use. It's nice to do something different for a change. We have that really nice reflective purple iridescent chrome. That's a long name. I know it's not called that, but I don't know exactly what it's called. It just adds that really nice purple reflectiveness on the nails, and it just goes so well with the pink aura, and the chrome looks so cool under that 3D flower. Like, the chrome through the 3D flower, it's just really pretty. And then all the 3D nail art, it adds some really nice texture to the nails. I love 3D nail art, like the simple curved lines. Like, I love textured nails. And then of course we have the 3D flower, which kind of took me a couple of attempts, but I really like this one, and I feel like it just fits the nail design so well. But yeah, I really love these nails, and honestly, this is your reminder that if you haven't tried stiletto nails on yourself, I highly recommend trying this shape. When I first tried this nail shape, I just felt like a whole new person. So if you've never tried this shape on yourself, I think you should give it a try. You never know, you might just find your new favorite nail shape. But that is pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed these extra long stiletto polygel nails. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will talk to you all next time. Bye! If you're watching this on the day I upload it, I am doing a live stream tomorrow on Saturday. I hope to see you there. Okay, bye.